Morning, Ollie. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Magical. That song got cut right off. It did. I'm sorry about that. It did, didn't it? I was like, we're going for it. We're in. How the music's loud. The song's back. There we go. How are we all doing today? We good? I just banned Magical to feel something. I mean, you two in the chat together is always a recipe for disaster, isn't it? So I just like to sit back and watch, to be honest. Sinks, good morning to you. Welcome in. Hope you're good. I just nearly spilled my coffee there. Did you see that? CJ's here. Kokota's here. How we doing? We all right? Happy Sunday. Short stream today in that life is hectic. Lots of things to do. But I wanted to do a bit of a transfer stream. So here we are. We'll be here for not quite sure how long, but a little bit of time to do some transfer stuff. We've got a lot of money to spend in this Journeyman save, and if you remember last stream, we became champions of Spain and champions of Europe. We defeated my dog. It's a ridiculous sentence, isn't it? But that is actually what happens. So yeah, that's where we're working from. Did we see budgets? No, but we weren't really paying too much attention to budgets anyway, because I think we had 100 mil anyway to spend just left over, but we're in so much debt that I didn't really want to spend it. Then bragged to Cat about it. Yeah, that did happen as well. Yeah, which she really did not understand, did she? I mean, fair enough, but yeah, you beat your, defeated. I said, did I say beat? I might have said beat. Defeated. Is a better word. But yeah, we're gonna see what we can do in the transfer window today. I've sold some players, so I'll get you all caught up. We'll have a bit of a chat about things. Talk about the Olympics and that. What's on now, by the way? Is anyone watching the Olympics now? Is there anything going on that I should be watching or should have on? Isn't it PC? I don't know what's the difference. Morning, Leonie. Right, Ollie's banned him.
Straits resubscribed X40.
Swimming.
Hello, streamer.
Hello, streamer. Hello to you, Notfler. 40 months. We do very much appreciate that. Thank you very much. No one tells me what it is. Right, are you going to unban him? Or... Ollie's banned him. Great start. Judo's on the red button, is it? Okay. Nice. Nice. I'm going to try and keep on top of things, but I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to watch. It's a shame. I miss those days where you would just watch everything. Yesterday I did sit down with a coffee and watch a bit, and I was like, oh, this is actually really nice. Like, I miss this. Hold that, Ollie. Ollie, oh, he's back. Magical is back. Lovely stuff. I don't know if coming back and saying hold that, Ollie, is exactly what you should be doing, because it might just happen again, but still. So this is what Ollie does when I'm not here. Yes, very much so. You're very into water polo. Water polo is quite fun, a great one to play, isn't it? Is it a good spectator sport? I guess so. I mean, if you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it. Fair enough. How are Britain in that? How are we doing in that? You're missing tomorrow morning for a job interview, which is going to be fun. Ooh, good luck, CJ. Wishing you the very best of luck for that job interview. Sure, you'll smash it, my friend. Anyway, cheers. Get your coffee cups up. Boom. Do you want to see the frothy top? There it is, look. It's good, doesn't it? It could happen again, to be fair. Hope it doesn't last long if it does. Yeah, that can happen. Not in the women's. There's no British team in the women's, but there is in the men's, I assume, then. Exciting. I did see, I managed to watch both, well, not both, actually. What was the other medal? I saw the cyclist when she got second. She got the silver. That was pretty cool, because that was actually dramatic. I like it when it's dramatic at the end and you don't know if they're going to beat the time or not. That was good. I feel like I haven't missed GB competing anything yet. John's smashing it. John just texted me yesterday. Was it? Yeah, was it yesterday? And I was busy, but he just texted me saying, this is the exact wording. This little number 7 is sick. This little number 7 is sick. And I then, hours later, had to say, what were you watching? And he was like, the hockey. Yeah, Automod's done you there, Joey, and I think quite rightly, to be honest. I might deny that one. I'm not sure we should be going at specific nations, but you know what I mean. I know you're joking. Didn't catch the second half. Other stuff to watch. Fair enough. He was good, was he? Nice. The cycling was chaotic. Yeah. What event would you compete in? Well, that is a good question. That's actually a question for the chat. You have to take part in one event in the Olympics with your current ability of things. You don't get to train to be okay. You get 1 month's training. That's what we're gonna say. You get 1 month's worth of training and you have to compete. So you don't want to embarrass yourself. You can choose any sport, any discipline, What are you taking part in? For me, month training at archery, I feel like you would be embarrassed a bit. Surely you have to go into like a team sport where they can carry you a little bit, right? Badminton then, but I won't beat anyone from Asia anyway. I mean, yeah, fair. Breakdancing, magical, that's a ridiculous shout. That is an outrageous shout. I'm looking forward to the modern pentathlon. It's like being James Bond. Track and field, swimming, horse riding, shooting. Yeah, someone was talking about that. The commentator said it yesterday, Otto, when they said, and they got a gold in the modern pentathlon. I was like, what is that? Long jump. Like, I'd obviously be last, but won't be embarrassed. I think you would be embarrassed. Would you make the sand? You would in long jump. Triple jump, there's a real chance you don't make the sand, isn't there? It would be fun. I would watch it. If magical was in the breakdancing, or is it, what's it called? The artistic gymnastics. Is it just, or is there actual breakdancing? Is that a separate sport? But yeah, I would watch that. Speed climbing. You're not, come on guys, you can't embarrass yourself. That's the point. I played with most of the team GB wheelchair basketball team. That's cool though. Nice. That is cool. Is hockey in it? Yeah, hockey's in it. You captain the school team. In that case, I'm surprised you're not in it anyway then. Breakdancing is new this year, is it? Ah, nice. Yeah, I saw that there was rhythmic gymnastics. I didn't know if they were, that is what classified as, because he was definitely breakdancing when I was watching that. But breakdancing is a separate discipline. Not like that. Can you just fault 3 times and leave with the illusion you're good? That's smart. That is smart. Oh God, I've overstepped. I got my run up wrong. Sorry guys. Yeah, if I'd managed to get a good jump off, I would have been flying. Just sorry. Yeah, actually, I'll do the 100 meters and just do a false start and get disqualified. Oh, what a shame. You won't ever get to see how fast I was. Just stay on the beach the entire time in tournament with hockey or football. FM should be an Olympic sport. One thing we won't be embarrassed in. I mean, I'm not sure it's going to get added. The tennis is unfair. Nadal and Alcaraz are Spain's double. I saw that yesterday. That is wild. Wild. Did you see the meme of the fly swatting? I didn't see that. I feel like it rings a bell though. Pav would win it. Possibly, yeah. Quite possibly. That's why I didn't mention any race, because I get lapped even in the 100 meters. If you're getting lapped in the 100 meters, I'm not really sure what's happened there. I'm too short for most team sports. Water polo, basketball, volleyball. Then again, if I did football, we would win a gold medal. Ollie does think he'd scored 10 goals for Man City up front, doesn't he? In a Premier League season. So there is that. So yeah, I'd go with football. No, I wouldn't. I think I'd do that 100 meters, but I'd accidentally false start and get disqualified. I get my moment on this. The moment, basically, you know, when you're like, they go down the camera pans down the line and then they're going like this. They're going like stretch it and they're like, and then they're like, or like stuff like that to the camera. I get my moment doing that and then I false start like way before the gun, just to make sure I didn't accidentally have to take part. We had Marvin Sordell up front last Olympics. Genuinely be worse than me. Yeah, I mean, I went to see that GB team in Cardiff. And they lost to South Korea. I think it's when they went out. Did they go out to South Korea on pens? I feel like that's the game I went to in 2012. And yeah, Marvin Sordell was there. And Daniel Sturridge played, and he was dreadful in that particular game. And I remember thinking, God, he is bad. And then he went to Liverpool and was unbelievable, and I loved him. Skateboarding, I've played Tony Hawk's games. Does that make you qualified? Are you allowed to choose Paralympics? Yeah, I guess so. Do the Bolt smile meme while running, but to the cameraman as the last guy running while everyone else is finished. Yeah, exactly. Like easing off, but you're last. You know, they ease off. Did you see that clip of the guy who eased off in the race and then, like, with like 30 meters to go and pretty much everyone overtook him? That was wild. He was so far ahead. That'd be me, but the opposite. Like easing off, but when you're dead last by a long way. To the point where the crowd would be like clapping and just to get me to finish. And as I walk towards the finish line. I reckon I'd give Mo Farah a run for his money. I struggle to go up the stairs. Yep. All jokes aside, I think I'd lose 100 meters in the Paralympics. Yeah, I think I would too, yeah. I'm going to watch the wheelchair basketball in the Paralympics. As I mentioned, I know the Team GB players. Yeah, nice. That's really cool. Wheelchair rugby is so good. I love watching that in Tokyo. Nice. Right. Anyway, chat. Good chats. Good stuff. Should we jump into FM? Because, as I mentioned, there we go. We've got transfers to do. 1 second. There we go. We got transfer stuff to do because I've made some money. Also, something else happened. Love a good hypothetical. Yeah, they are good. They're good stream content, to be fair, aren't they? Gets people out having a go with things. I like them. We're worth 2 billion. That's nice, isn't it? This is really annoying. Our training facilities have dropped to 4.5 stars and not 5. I did ask for them to improve it, and because of our financial situation, they said no. However, since then, our financial situation has improved, but now I think it's too soon to ask again, which is really annoying, isn't it? You'd have a crack at the curling. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Can't really ice skate, though, which I think would be limiting in how well I get around the ice, but still, hurts my ankles. I can do it, it just hurts.
Follow me. Okay.
I've sold some players. We are favoured personnel. I think we were favoured personnel before. I'm a bit disappointed we're not an icon. We did win the league and the Champions League and did go unbeaten. But I don't know if that's ticked over. Because technically we're still in this season, look. So it's the 2nd of July, but we're still in the previous season. So we've got... I'm hoping that might change a little bit because we are still, look, Centurion unbeaten champions at the moment. I've sold 2 players. Well, I've sold about 4 players. It's still on last year's transfer business. But by the way, yeah, we have only been there 1 season. This is true. You guys have views on Kit Basher worth using? Yeah, it's pretty cool as a concept. I don't love the way that the kits look is the only thing in terms of like how the designs look rather than they don't look like real football kits is my issue. But they are quite cool. Cherky did leave. But to scroll down, in fact, these players have all left. Martin, I've sold. Marseille, for some reason, I was playing this last night, just doing basically getting us up to the transfer window. I managed to sell both of the backup fullbacks that both wanted to leave to Marseille for about 100 million. So Iriarte's gone for 35, that's going to 64, and Ivan's gone for 33. I'm not sure he's worth much more than that. And we signed, well, he's always been here. Iriarte, we signed for Leone
Citron resubscribed X55.
Chat, I feel like you do need to get some of these little sub boards in there. 55 months, that is. Tier 3 resub, the GOAT. The real true GOAT of the channel. Thank you very much, Leone. We appreciate you. The other one, Iriarte, I signed for 15 million to be a backup right back. Well, actually, it went to 32 in the end, but it was 50 million up front. He's gone for 35, but rising to 60. So we're going to double our money on him, which is quite nice. And it isn't... The other 30 million is, including the add-ons, is just 12-month installments. It's not like subject to appearances or anything like that. It's just, yeah, nearly as long as Village has been alive. Exactly. What am I doing with my life? I asked myself the same question. Okay, Otto says, I have a good idea for an Olympic event. World's best gardeners are handed a medieval scythe. First one to cut down a jungle-length stretch of hill wins. Yep. Okay. How much budget do you have? What, the Joris Diaz guy for the Chelsea? I mean, we'll have a look. 1 second. Budget-wise, after Iriarte's going to go for 60... Ivan for 30. Cherky did go for 72. Haraldson was made permanent for 17. We have got £244 million to spend and a wage budget of 728,000. So, we could go and spend some money if we wanted to. We've also got a couple of people coming in on well, we brought a couple of players in this year, but on free, or like really cheap, that I just found that had decent potential.
Low 22 resubscribed.
Koulibaly's here. You'd watch that. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Low, thank you very much for the 7 months. Magical says, I'd love a mundane Olympics, nothing elite level sport, just normal stuff like putting the bins out, washing windows. I'd watch that. Yeah, like throwing tea bags into mugs, that type of thing, yeah? Just a few pennies to spend. We do have a few pennies to spend. I love how you've just called him a peasant there, by the way. Love that. Lo, thank you very much for the 7 months. I appreciate you. Ezen, recommend me a good right back with a budget of 50 million. Vinicius Tobias. Or Tobias. As somebody corrected me on YouTube. This guy. Sign him. You won't regret it. He's actually really, really good on FM. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sign this guy on for like 100k. He's just got some potential. He goes into our under 19s. Signed another guy also for about 100k. He's gone into the under 19s as well. Both look okay, basically, just to get you fully caught up. Are you as worried as I am that Sports Interactive will change FM25 too much and it won't be the same FM we've all loved for years? No, I'm not that worried about it with Blue Monkey. With somebody with a little bit of a... including a little bit more with what the studio is doing and things, and I get to see some things, etc. I am confident in what they're going to do. I'm not worried about it. Let's say that. That's all. It will be different, but I'm not worried about it. Would that be classified as so much? Well, oh yeah, what would be classified as so much? Yeah, like what would need to change for it to be too much change? But I think I've talked about this in the past, that if they do rip it up and start again, I don't want them to lose the FM feel. So I understand the thinking behind that for sure. We've seen bigger changes over the years, I bet. Yeah, possibly. We've had big changes and FM's still been FM, so I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Olympic Kirby will be great, won't it? Yeah, anyway, these conversations, this is very one show, isn't it? What events would you like to be added to the Olympic Games? We've been asking our viewers, and they've come up with some pretty shocking ideas. That's my, there you go. I could be a good host, I'm telling you. Matt Baker is quaking in his boots. So yeah, we've got money to spend. However, I don't know if I want to spend loads. Our balance is actually up to like 200 million now, because of the prize money and because of the money we've just brought in. Do you remember how much debt we were in? I mean, I can show you right here. 173 million in the red, 144 million in the red. We're now 177 million back in the black. To quote an AC/DC song there. We're kind of as healthy as we've ever been, really. Or going back all the way to 2029 anyway. We're basically here. Roman Kemp Clates hosting coming soon. I'd work brilliantly with Roman. I would. We'd have undeniable on-screen chemistry. It'd be brilliant. Right, anyway, is it a Clate save if we aren't in the red at some point? Absolutely not. AC/DC. Us. Anyway, with this in mind, we have sold both of our backup fullbacks. Also, loans. Does it show loans ending? We've also lost Jean Godelat, who's gone back to Milan. He was great. Played in the Champions League final for us. However, he has he has now gone back, and I've not made it permanent for 30 million. I think if we do make it permanent, we could probably do it for cheaper than 30 mil. But was my thinking. So we might bring him back, but we will see. The big thing, he will be missed. He was really good. Who are you stealing from final this window? I've done a short list. There's no final players on it at the moment. However, what I want to do first is look at our registration to know which of our current players we can register. Also including, I was shocked by this, chap. Look how good Pat Painter has got. He wasn't this good before, right? I feel like since we last looked at him, he's turned into a world beater. So Pat Painter has to play for us next year. Look at him. Let me move out the way slightly. Jesus Christ. 18 marking, 18 tackling, 16 pace. Look at his mentals. Look at him. Oh, thank you.
Atiku
Why?
123
He's so good.
resubscribed X11. He's back. He's in
back.
the black and he's gonna cause Lenny to get the sack. Happy Sunday, Clates. Cheers.
Thank you, Atiku. Thank you very much for the 11 months. Cheers to you. I don't know what I've just done there. I did cheers, but with the wrong hand. Cheers is what I meant to do. Maybe reduce, possibly, actually. Maybe. I have no idea what's happened there, but he's so good. So, Pat Painter has to play for us. He is wanted by on loan to City. I've taken him off being available for loan. We have to make sure we register him. Because I think he might be our best midfielder. I don't know where we're going to play him, though. Line finishing in corners not good enough. No, it is rubbish, that, isn't it? I feel like we almost want to, like, copy this. Can I do, like... How do you copy it again? If I just copy... If I just do this, and then we do a version of it that is more like... this? With a defensive midfielder? Maybe reduce, possibly, actually. What are you trying to say? How you beat Lenny? We beat Lenny in the Champions League final. We were 2-0 down as well in this. 2-0 down to win it 4-2. What a moment. What a time. Rugland, Souza, and then Gurrieri twice to win the Champions League final. Glorious. He does only have three attributes under 10. He's so good, isn't he? Also just seen the tactical style. You're a genius. Thank you very much. I try. I do try. Genuinely, I think if there's anything on Football Manager that I spend longer on, than coming up with tactical style names, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that there. I would be surprised. I don't think there's anything else. But yeah, I might maybe just go with this perhaps as like the other version of it. Why did it look like they go so much higher? Because you put a DM in. Look, it changes the shape completely. I'm not 100% sure you can register Painter, but I'm not certain. Well, basically, we could leave somebody else out and sell them, but, you know, and prioritize him. I don't think we'll be able to register him without selling somebody. No, we need to sell a non-EU player. Hope we can. We're going to have to. Like, an EU player that could go. Who are our non-EUs? I kind of want it to tick over so we can actually see this. We can have 3 non-EU players. The moment that's Sousa. Like, I wish I could see it on here. I want those to go to a new thing. Who are they at the moment? Because they're on international duty. Pat Painter B1, Gurrieri, Sosa, and Sousa. They are pretty big players, aren't they? We're going to have to sell a Sosa, a Gurrieri, or a Sousa. I'm not sure what we do there. Like, do we cut our losses on Sosa? Like, he's not been able to get on the pitch because of his injuries. Is he injury prone now? He's still not with nationality on. Yeah, but some of the nationalities count and they don't. It's those 3, though, are the 3 non-EUs, and they're pretty important, aren't they? This is a real dilemma. I don't really want to sell any of those. And we need to do something with Valencia as well. What we need to do is England to join the EU again. That would help a lot. Does Pat Painter refuse to play CM, so you have to change tactic? No, he doesn't refuse. He's just a tackling animal. Sousa is the one to chop. Do you think because we have less of an affinity with him? I mean, Sousa did score. Are any close to Spanish nationality? I doubt it, no. Are any close to... None of them. They've only been here a year, all of them, haven't they? How do I look at that? Is it info? He's not even gaining it. Oh, no, he is. He's a year away. The South Americans are 1 year away. Oh, unless we just loan one of them. Unless we just loan Pat again for a year. But that's such a shame. Oh, Sosa. Yeah. Sosa is the one to chop. Yeah, I agree. Because of his... he just like, it doesn't get to play. You can see why I thought you meant Sousa. You did combine the 2 names, didn't you? So Sosa's 1 year away from gaining nationality. I assume that's the same for the other ones. Yeah, basically a year. Or loan Sosa for a year to Spain so he still gets nationality. Yeah, I think you might be right. I just don't know how we managed to do that. They're too similar, they are. Next year be solved. How do we get Sosa a loan in Spain? I guess, like, because that's been really hard to actually do, hasn't it? Then next year be solved, we'll be gone by then. I mean, that does solve it anyway, doesn't it? Just check Gurrieri, just in case randomly he's just going to get it quicker. No, 368 days away as well, look. They're all struggling to connect with Guillermo, the goalie. Which is a bit odd. Put him in a car, drive to the new camp, leave him on the doorstep. That is harsh. Morning, Rem. Morning, Ren. Hope you're well. Welcome in. But yeah, we do have a dilemma there. We need them to change the rules, really, don't we? They don't like him, do they? Clearly not. We've got a couple that we also need to deal with too. Benavides is back, but is wanted on some loans. Still, see, look, no Spanish clubs want to loan him. Yeah, I think we're going to stay. I'm going to stay for another season. Either sell Sosa or loan out Painter. I think that's the decision. I just think Painter might be too good to... He's so good. He's so good. Like, he might be our best player. Maybe not. Him and Mickey de Zubs, surely the 2. Yeah, he's pretty good. Love the fact that we managed to get him fit for the Champions League final as well. That was good, wasn't it? Yeah, this is tricky. I suppose we get to tick over day and then see what we can do with a loan. He's not going to want to go either. Like, is anyone going to pay his wages? Are we signing Mbappe this year? I did look. He's not interested. At the moment. Oh, look, we got loan bids. I did say to Spanish clubs only. They're not Spanish. I mean, do I just let him... Important player for Porto would be quite good. Might be one where you look at which is easier to replace. Well, to be honest, Pat Painter's already been replaced because we've already got... Like, we already didn't have him, if you know what I mean. That kind of makes sense as well. I think just loan to Porto. I think it's a good deal. 80% of wages, 2.1 million loan fee, and is going to be an important player. I think we just loan him there and not worry about that too much. I'm going to offer out again. I wish, like, it's weird how it seems to be like a thing that doesn't happen. Exclude foreign clubs. Loan. Unspecified. Spanish teams. He's really good. It's weird how they're not. Doesn't happen. You want to see Sousa, Ren? This is Sousa's attributes. Yeah, I think you might be right. Just loan to Porto. Take the money. Who's on your shortlist? We'll have a look at the shortlist now. Yes, good point. Yeah, he did sign a new contract at PSG, by the way, Mbappe. One of the boys might need to go. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. Right. I also, before we look at the shortlist, I have signed somebody. This is a mental signing, but I was chatting to Pav about it. They basically found this guy who, like, came up because of, well, I was doing 17-year-olds attribute searching. Found this guy who's got good attributes for a 17-year-old. He was 35k his release clause. Then I went to sign him, and he wanted 100k a week. And basically, that tells me he must have unreal potential. So we're signing him, and he's going to get 58k a week, which is, I know, too much. But he must be outrageously good. He is a very small man. He's got one jumping reach. He must be good. Like, the potential's there, but that you never really quite know. But he wanted 100k a week. Like, what PA do you think that must mean he has? What does he sound like a Harry Potter spell? I'm not sure. Abilio Figueiredo. Oh, yeah, he might be greedy as well, that's for sure. But I've managed to get him down to 58k. And he doesn't sign till next year. And I've made him a regular starter. But I think he might be good. You're giving him more per week than you signed him for. Exactly. Yes. Who's the bid for? Manuel Angel. A loan to Marseille. It's my favourite gonna do. Can I make this a bit more? Oh, optional future fee of 18 million. That's a release clause. All right, we're just going to sell him for 18 million. How's Goffra doing? He's doing very well. He actually won something. He's been playing for the Spain under somethings. Look. Oh, it doesn't say it in here. Goffre Magico won like the goalkeeper of the tournament or something for Spain under 20s. He's 16 and playing for the under 20s team. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. He must actually have outrageous potential as well. Yeah, he's doing all right. Marseille might as well change their name to Atlético de Marseille. Yeah, basically. Is that another... was that Marseille who bid for him as well? They love us. They love our players. Who's manager? Hansi Flick. Fair enough. He loves these Atletico players. That'll be a bit more money coming in, actually, that 18 million one. I guess... Like, we could just loan out Pat Painter to City for a year. Like, a year doesn't help. A year does help us, actually, doesn't it? Because Sousa, Sosa, they all become EU. Is that maybe the easiest thing? Or do people want to see Pat Painter play? Like, do we play the long game with Pat Painter? It does look like that, doesn't it? He's found the formula to beat PSG so he can win the league. I like that. I like that. Yes, I want that Picasso. We want to see Painter. I think it's hard to do that, though. It is a really hard one. I think the easiest thing to do in terms of the squad is to be patient and let Painter have another year until these guys are homegrown, because then you don't annoy them by loaning them out. And I don't think we get a loan offer for Sosa. He's on 275k a week. Who loans him? Same with Guerrieri. And we can't really let these guys go because they are the main guys of the save, aren't they? I think if City want to either sell Sosa or loan Pat, I don't want to sell Sosa, I don't think. Yeah, I think you're right, because I don't think there is a chance to loan Sosa, is there? But it's such a shame because he's so good. But if he's going to play at City, that might just be quite cool. Can we edit Pat Painter's ear to be like Van Gogh? Sure. I want him to be an important player, though. Let's see if we get a loan bid for him. We're going to sell Manuel. Oh, yeah, I still didn't show you my shortlist, did I? Yeah, probably should get some loan fee, actually. I should just offer him out for loan and let them decide what it is, but... Let me put him back on the loan list, because they were interested before he was... I took him off the loan list. Oh, he is available for loan. Oh, it's because I just offered him out. Are they not interested in him anymore? There's no interest anymore, which is a shame. I do lean towards loaning Painter, although crazy to do it. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think it's just it's just no real answer, is there? Then again, we haven't actually got a loan bid for him yet. Let me put his... Let's just put this to unspecified and see if we get any bids. Loan bids for Medina. We could sell Ignacio too, but I don't want to leave too small a squads because we did use a lot of our squad, didn't we, with the injuries. Again, Valencia, it'd be really nice if you could play in Spain. He's been here for 3 days. On the surface, it seems mental, but it's the one to do. Yeah. Is it time to use the planner? It might be. I think we got a pretty good grasp of it, though, right? Let me just... let's go through it. How did he do for Chelsea? Yeah, he did all right. He played a lot of games, but he played as a winger most of the time. So it wasn't too helpful. Let's go through the squads so we know where we're at. We've lost the lone goalie as well, by the way, that we had in. Has gone back again now. Do we have a decent one? Well, we've got Goffrey.
87 resubscribed X15. Morning all.
Good morning, Gav. Does Goffrey become our third choice keeper? I think he's probably good enough to be that, right? Gav, thank you very much for being officially a non-peasant. I've done the wrong thing there, but have some of those. Do you know what? Get double emotes. So Goffrey becomes third choice keeper. I put him in the squad. I need to make him available for games, though. I don't even have 2 goalies. I mean, fair play. Not something I would do necessarily, but fair play. Make him available for this as well. There we go. Right, so... Guillermo's first choice. Maiga's second choice. Maiga, by the way, is actually quite good. As a second choice keeper, he's actually pretty strong. Spain under 21 won. Look as well, look. Like to live life on the edge, you do. Lactor, you really do. Defense, we've got... Guys, you have 5 to 6, yeah. Liverpool have loads in there under 18s. I saw that the other day. But you can only play 1 goalie a game, so smart thinking. This is true. When they get injured, there is a thing to think about there, isn't there? For first choice, you know what? Let's do a squad planner. That's basically what I'm doing, isn't it? Let's do a squad planner. And I'm going... Because we never use this, do we? And I like it. I wish you could just delete everyone on these, though. Although, you know, that's how it is. But three keepers of these 3 this time. Pretty solid, I think. Nice little progression in those there. Look at Uri from Real. Not right now. I see Krasi. We're in 2034. I don't think there's much point, to be honest. Right backs. You are not a right back. You are not a right back. You are not a right back. We don't really have any more right backs. Love Goffrey in there. It's quite cool, isn't it? We don't really have another right back. This guy would be the right back. However, he is not going to. He is not going to be. We can't register him. So we do need a backup right back for sure. Which is where I've made a bit of a list. If we go to the short list, I've had a look at who that could be. Oh, Liverpool have bid, haven't they? It was this guy that I found for right back. Devran Ozden. More of a centre back. Can't cross. I don't think he's that good, but basically I was looking for cheap and decent players. Liverpool have just bid for him. We did sell both backups to Marseille. We did, yes. We did do that. This guy looks all right, right? 22 caps for Turkey, 25 million. Is that... Iriarte's probably better, but Iriarte we did sell for 60 mil. He's a centre-back, but one that I like. He's quick, isn't he? With good jumping reach as well. Like, decent jumping reach. Do you think he chooses us anyway? We are champions of Europe, so he might do. Is that a release clause? No. So, I mean, that's an option. Maybe just come back to that. Didn't put any other right-backs on here. Are you injured already? Lower back stress fracture. When did he do that? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, after I signed him, I think.
Okay.
Left back, though, I did find a few other people. And I did think maybe this is the summer that we go for Mario Mendes. He's asked for a move. He's one of our boys from Feyenoord. Do we go for this boy? Who I think is outrageously good as a centre-back. 23. We know he's good. PSG are in for him, as are Newcastle. Oh, he's non-EU. That's why we didn't before, isn't it? He is non-EU. Forget that. We're not doing him. Please keep reminding me of that, because I will keep forgetting. Surely he must be nearly... Wow, you have to do so many days in the Netherlands to become the EU. Okay, forget about him. He's not happening. Bruno Cruz is Portuguese, so this guy could work for left back. It's your job now. There you go. This guy for left back, 20 years old, Portuguese, wanted by Chelsea. I think he could be a good backup left back. I know we've not got to left back yet, but this guy I don't think is terrible for that if we wanted to. Bruno Cruz. Can cross, can't really dribble, which is a shame, but the rest is okay. And he is listed as a wonder kid, so we know he's going to get better as well. I don't think he's got a release clause. No. At 30 million. You know the little pocket rocket left back, where did he go and how does he look now? Was it Sporting? Oh, yeah. What was his name? It wasn't Decker. Do we know his name? Probably moved though, right? The one that we really ummed and ahed about, didn't we? It wasn't Ricardo Calafiori either. I think they sold him. They would make sense. There he is. It's him. He went to Real Madrid. Fernando Pinheiro. He went to Real Madrid and now he's very good. I think Cruz is not that far away from him though. Will we umming and ahhing him over him for 35 million? He's gone to Real Madrid. Of course he has. But yeah, I think Cruz is a good option. If we just like compare them, he's younger as well, remember. Shame about the dribbling, but he's got and then the tackling on that Pinheiro is really good, wasn't it? Budget, we've got about 200 million, maybe a bit more. I think this guy's a good option for left back. And if we go back to the squad planner, we haven't got anyone else for right back. Left back wise, we've got... You're not a left back. You're Aaron Connolly. Have you seen Aaron Connolly still a free agent? We've got this guy as our backup left back. Alberto Pina. He's actually not that bad. He's another centre back. Doesn't look that terrible, to be honest. Yeah, I think we'll sell him. He's wanted as well. Let's get a bid for him coming in. So yeah, we need backups for both left back and right back. I like that, Cruz. Yeah, me too. Matteo can play both sides, but he's our right back. Andro is our captain, so he does just need to be a backup whoever we bring in. And I like Andro a lot. Scores goals. 4. He got 18 assists last year. What a boy. Centre-backs wise, I need to just clear these because there's too many and it's stressing me out. Let me just clear them both. Right-sided centre-back, we've got Luca Rahn and Ali Benzia. Let's just say those two. And then left centre-back, we've got... Isn't really... They're all right-sided, basically, aren't they? Although I did find a left-sided one that I need to show you. We've got Nogueira and we've got Cezinha. Those are our 4 centre-backs that we've just got. Cezinha being the worst of them. But he's happy to be a fringe player, so I feel like that's okay. But Nogueira is actually developing quite nicely. Luca Rahn and Benzia are both really solid. I think there is room for one really good left-footed one. Because Cezinha's only our one left-footed one, the 6'7" guy. He's just not that good, really. And he's 26. So I think there is room for another one there anyway. Maybe if one could play left back as well, that'd be great. Like a Calafiori type role. This is the guy that I found for centre back. Not Mendes. Not him. Did I put him on here? Maybe I didn't. There was someone I need to look. Really good left centre back. LCB one. There is this guy that I've been going on about for ages. He's 19 now. I feel like he hasn't developed as much as I thought he would. I remember seeing him when he was 16 and thinking he's going to be amazing. And I don't know if he quite has. Might leave him, but I think he's got good potential, look. He's a left back. Yeah. This is for left back. Sorry, he's 5'7". Definitely not for centre back. There's that Mvutu as well that we had at Feyenoord. Is it Mvutu? Something like that. Can't see anyone on there. Because he was a good youngster as well that had potential. He's not on here either. They sell him? Is he in there under... Hey, Mputu. There we go. This is another one for centre-back. Mputu. Sorry, you saw him. My bad. This guy, he's worth 50 million. Well, we're not going to sign him because he's really expensive, but one for the future, look. This guy had great potential. I think we signed him for like 10 mil or something, didn't we? Literally 10 mil. He's slow. Yeah, he's not the quickest. He's only 18, though. I feel like he develops loads. If this is him at 1.5 star... and he's going to go to 5. I feel like he develops a lot more. 10 pace worries me, yeah. I don't want to spend that much money on him regardless. That's way too much, isn't it? So, yeah. Probably one to dismiss at this stage. Was he in the first team squad? Or was he just on here? Oh, yeah, he's listed as their hot prospect. That makes sense. The only other one from here, really, is... He's signing in 3 years' time, in theory, yeah. Wansile could come in as a centre mid for us, and because it's Tanzania, he should be part of the African. We should be able to register him. So instead of Pat Painter, we could bring in Wansile to bring him to, you know, to complete the trifecta, Anderlecht, Feyenoord, then Atletico. If we wanted a backup centre mid, like, he's world class. I wonder if he's actually quite good enough, but yeah, I suppose he probably would be, especially as a backup. So there's an option there. I might add him just because this, you know, let's add him to the list. Summer 2034. And then I think that's it for raiding these. Left-sided centre-back? I don't think he's quite good enough. Centre-backs wise, was I looking at here? Full-backs here. Go to 25. I just want to see if the name that I found last time comes up. Left-sided one. I can't remember what his name was. It's a real shame that this guy, we can't just use this guy. He's right-footed, this guy, but a real shame we just can't just use him. Shame he wasn't in Spain for the whole time, but, you know, we move. How you doing, Sir Grunge? Welcome in, buddy. Put partially EU on. I think it gets rid of some of the African ones, though, that would technically be part of this. This guy I love, but he's on, like, he's just 200 million. Luca Rahn we've got. Benzia we've got. Obviously, that Joris Diaz would be a bit of a dream, but I don't want to find like there might be an African player, like for example, and then we don't want him to be dismissed because we can't. Oh, by the way, do you remember this guy? We were at was it Venezia? It may have been Feyenoord, and we said no to this guy because he didn't look great. And now look at him. Look at your budget. You can. I'm not. We could spend big. I don't know if I would necessarily want to spend too big, though, on people. I want to be quite smart still, relatively, unless there is like an outrageous player to go for. Look at him. I think we were going to get him for 2 million, and then we didn't. Like 2 million, then United bought him for 30. What a player. Yeah, this is the guy that we could spend big on. That is the left-sided Spanish centre-back to spend big on, isn't he? Christ. Actually, look at him. New Baresi, he's so good, wasn't he? 20 determination on this guy as well, though. 15 pace, 16 jump and reach, left-footed, perfectionist. I don't know if he... Well, I guess he is interested. Is that an old... That's his release clause.
Follow me. Okay.
He is also good. He would come in and start for us, I imagine. Robert Niega. I hate to see the cost. Yeah, I mean... I asked the agent. 213 mil. His wages aren't even that high. Like, considering 250k a week for him. Considering there's 16-year-old wonder kids that, not even wonder kids, 16-year-olds asking for 100k. What's the cost for Chelsea? Let's have a look. His wages were like 350k though, Diaz. 275. It's a bit, well, I mean, it's a lot cheaper. It's 100 million pounds cheaper. Could play left back as well, look. I don't think he's as good. 25. Fairly inconsistent.
Oh,
he is 6'5", yeah.
Gambling Blues resubscribed X48.
Gambling.
Speaking of Luigi like that defender, he and Mario are basically American Jan 06s. They use the pretense of a trapped princess to vandalize a world and enter places they shouldn't. Makes you think.
Makes you think. It does, doesn't it? Inconsistent and injury prone. Yeah, exactly. Fairly susceptible. I don't know what his injuries history is. Had a few. To be fair, that's in 10 years. It's not that bad. He's had 2 major ones. 2 months from being tackled as well. And what was that? A calf strain. I didn't realise he was a natural left back. He's more of a centre back though. Yeah, he is for sure. I mean, he's not as good as this guy, and this guy is Spanish. Which maybe, I don't know if that helps really, but maybe a little bit. He has been the dream for a long time though, hasn't he? But add him to the list. But add this guy to the list as well. Any other ones on here that we know of? That's the one who plays for Liverpool, isn't it? Is this guy half anything? It's a great name. He's just Brazilian, so we can't sign him. But his name is a great name. 20 jumping reach on this guy. Richarlison Doro. Thinking about it, you might need a couple Spanish since you sold the two Spanish back at fullbacks. One of them was homegrown at club as well, which is something to think about. I don't know if... Can I see homegrown status? Does anybody come... Okay, that's actually really helpful. In September, Joffrey Magico becomes homegrown at club. So we can register him as a homegrown at club player as well. How many homegrown at clubs have we got? Oh, actually quite a few. Benzia, Maiga, Matteo. Oh, this Angel's going though. It's only 3 really. Plus 4. I might need to keep this guy. There's no point though, because I don't want to register him anyway. We wouldn't be registering yet. He won't need to, oh yeah, he won't need registering. That's true. Yeah, we might need some Spanish for trained in nations ones though, because we've only got 4. So actually, the Spanish guy makes even more sense, doesn't it? Who's this guy? He's only 6 foot. He's left-footed as well. He's on the wages. He's non-EU though. South African. Yeah, he's non-EU. Because it says it right there. Who's the Bulgarian? Was it at the top? Did I miss it? I don't see a Bulgarian. 4 at club plus 4 at nation is what you need. Okay. Is there a Bulgarian? Oh, Bulgarian in our squad. Oh, Serafinov. He's not great. He's a bit rubbish. We used him once last year. A couple of sub appearances. He can go, to be honest. We just couldn't find a buyer last time. Water polo's on big limbs. Nice. Nice, nice. I mean, he's all right. He's just not great. He's homegrown at club, though, which I think is why we kept him. Things to wear. Oh, there. 6'5" Arsenal. Remy Hanant. He's left-footed as well. England international. Fringe player at Arsenal. I don't know if... Is he as good? I'm not looking at his stars, but... He's got 17 passing. He might be non-EU. This is true. Yeah, he will be, won't he? Great point. England being non-EU is just so annoying. Yeah, he will be. Doesn't say it here, though, because, like, you know, because it's England. But, yeah. I looked at... Oh, I think we almost signed that guy, didn't we? Anyone you can promote from the youth to train at club? Not really. Like, I've signed a few youngsters for the future for that reason, but at the moment, not really. I mean, we could sign Ren. Again, he's non-EU. He's quite good. I believe David Cameron's ruining the... we could get Rafael Leao from Milan and play him at centre-back. The fact that that is actually a thing is ridiculous, isn't it? We can't. He's non-EU, but still weird that they've got a centre-back called Leao. Oh, I'll tell you who we should sign. This guy. Still think... Is he non-EU? No, he's half Portuguese. We should sign this guy. Might be one of the best players on the game, I reckon. Look at him. Spain without the S here, yeah. Look at him. He's got a mohawk. And he's just so good. But I think he might be quite a lot of money. As in 200 million. What's Ollie about to say? Can we get a mid-journey face for him? Oh, I like his little face. He's even got 11 finishing. Yeah, he's outrageous. He played for Luton for a season as well. Is it insane to make your current right back a backup? No. I think that'd be fair enough. I don't think he's that... I mean, he's... This is our current right back. He's pretty good. Although, his value's quite low. Needs a good skin... I think they're just freckles, guys. I think they're just freckles. I think you're allowed to have freckles. All right, stop judging him for his freckly face. He's got 11 finishing. Break the bank and he breaks his leg like the Hereford guy. I mean, that could well happen, yes. Would he be interested? I don't know if he's even interested. He's not. He's currently keeping his options open until after the World Cup. They want 178 million to 213 million. I mean, that means he's keeping his options open. We could ask the transfer goblins to do something about it, couldn't we? I spent a lot of money on him with installments. I think we should try. I don't know if he'll be interested, but maybe on the tick over when we are the champions of Europe, he might be. The guy singing sounds like me. I don't know what song it was. It's changed now, I think. We have some weird emotes. We do, yeah. Shall I just see what... Director of football. Who would you suggest for centre-back? This Dan Kaliango, is he a real player? No. This Dan Kaliango always comes up. 60 million Ugandan. I imagine that's part of the... Imagine he'll be able to be registered. He just doesn't look that good. Probably not. This guy is a wonder kid. 50 million. Meh. What other positions do we need? Yeah, we did get sidetracked. Maybe one centre-back. Maybe we spend big on that Niega from Barca. Or big on the right back and make him the backup. Then we get a cheaper left back being that Cruz guy. We could at the moment do... Can I add in like a target here? Can you do that? Well, you could before. Shortlist. We could add here left back. Oh my word, that's a big shortlist. I want the Bruno Cruz, potentially. And then add here Niega or Joris Diaz. Diaz will be a bit cheaper, right? Well, he's on there twice. Joris will be a bit cheaper, still 100 million. And then here, you add shortlist. Is he on there? And Jose Ricardo becomes first choice. Imagine. Because, actually, think about it. Matteo can play both sides. So he could be a backup on both sides as well. Helps for squad building. So there is that as well. If we go big on Ricardo, if we get him to be interested. The amount of shorts that end with Clates laughing is high. Yeah. That is true. Right, anyway, we've been sidetracked. Let's go to the midfield. One side of centre mid, we've got DeZeo.
Follow me. Okay.
We've also got... I think we do need... This is where we do need to bring somebody else in, by the way. We definitely need to sign somebody in here because we had the lone knee guy who was quite useful for us but didn't play loads. Like, if you think about it, out of these guys on here, can't register him. Can't register him. So Duran's a start, but then who else? We haven't got another backup. We need a centre mid. We need a lot of players. Where do these so-called goblins come from? Yeah, that is a ridiculous thing. We do need someone there as well. Right, we've got a lot of attackers. Right wing. I think we're okay for attackers, to be honest. Right wing, we've got... Who do I usually start there? You're definitely one of them, Escaralia. And then I think Guerrieri. No, does he play right or does he play... I can't remember. That's a good one, Josh. I think Sosa plays on this side, doesn't he? What you don't need is attackers, so that's what you'll sign. Yeah. Yeah, that's difficult to argue with. And then on this side, we played... Who do we usually start on there? Kotric and... I mean, we had Ignacio as a backup on this side, so let's put him as the backup. Spanish, I think we keep him. And he's just happy to be a fringe player, so I think we just keep him. Barely plays, or hopefully barely need to play. Then in here, we've got Guerrieri and Rugland. And that's pretty strong. And then striker-wise, any of those guys can also play striker, but the main guy being Souza. And then any of the other ones can be backups. And then we've also got Ostavebo and Yilmaz, who can play in any of these positions. Yeah, exactly. So here we can even bring in Mikdat, and because they can all play each position, it kind of helps, doesn't it? This Ostavebo can also play there. Both happy to be impact subs at the moment too, or this guy does want to get loaned. Striker-wise, I think we're okay in attack. I think we need to sort out the positions we desperately need people in towards the back of the pitch.
Follow me. Okay.
In the defense. So let's do that. How you doing, Zach? Welcome in, buddy.
Follow me. Okay.
Sorry, chap. Cat's just returning a shirt for me from ASOS. All right. Let's have a look what we got on here then. Code of conduct. Keep it the same. Right, they've not... We didn't really make a decision on this guy, did we? That's a relatively cheap way, but I don't know if I want to sign a cheap... He's really quite good, though. Could play right back. Could play centre back. Right back, left centre back, centre mid are the four positions. Yes, I agree. I agree. A loan bid from regular starter for Valencia to go back to England. And they pay us a bit of money. Yeah, if he's left-footed, I agree, actually. Wages you'll need to get him over Liverpool will be silly. This is true. I'm going to let him go. We can't register him. Hopefully, like his value's gone down quite a lot. I think we're just going to let this happen. That's a lot of wages and some money. It's basically all of his wages covered, isn't it? I wanted to find a loan for this guy this year, but no one's doing it. I think this guy... Can we register him? Yeah, he can be registered. That's fine. Maybe we keep him. I think he's got really good potential, this guy. He's in our B team. In fact, I might even bring him to the A team and just use him in the squad. He can replace... Who did we lose in... Did we lose an attacker? No, we didn't lose an attacker. We're okay. I need to do this by date. No, we didn't. But I might use him a little bit anyway. Anyway, concentrate on the defence. No bids for him. Free transfer topic. Who wants him? Yeah, he's not good enough. I was going to say, remember him being quite good. Shall we wait for... like, when does the World Cup end? We need to wait for that to finish, and then we can try for Ricardo, can't we? I'd do it. If he was left foot, I'd be more... I'd do it. What were you saying I'd do it to, Ollie? Is this mod chat? Yeah, pretty much. I know it seems insane enough to what I said about Ricardo, but maybe loan a right back because you can register Valencia the following season. I don't think I can register Valencia the following season. Because he's been out on loan, so I don't think I would be able to register him.
Follow me.
He's been out on loan for a season, so he's only got... Look, he needs 2 years. Oh, yeah, the loan. Yeah. He needs 2 years still. How's the save been going? Yeah, pretty good, thanks. Pretty good. Pretty good. We won the Champions League and had an unbeaten Centurion season in the league. So, yeah, it's pretty good. You'll have... Oh, yeah. True. Because we would have the spaces. That is true. I don't know if he's ever going to be good enough, though, is the issue. Should I sell this guy for 3 million? What's his wages? Oh, he's on huge wages. Then yeah, get out. Bye, Nerdiverse. True. I see what you mean. I don't need to talk to you about that now. Oh, Real Madrid signing Celeriac. Our boy. If Real Madrid want him, does that mean he's quite good? Our boy go to Real Madrid. Whilst we're at Atletico, that's a shame, isn't it? He hasn't really played that much or done much. He is EU. He is. And we don't need attackers. We need to spend so much money on our defence that we need to not do that, though. What day's the tick over? We play Lazio in the Super Cup in 50 odd days. Loan bid for you. Oh, yeah. I asked him about a couple of positions, but... Did I look for a... I actually need to get a new director of football. I can now, can't I? Yeah, it's late in Spain. Left back, they would say. Oh, I'd love... This is the guy that we should sign. There's an issue, though. There's an issue. This is the guy that we should sign, but he's Argentinian. What a left back. But he's just fully Argentinian. So next year we could sign him. Because we'd have the spaces. And he's only 45 million. 50 mil. But we just can't, can we? We could sign him and then loan him back for a year, but then that doesn't really help us now, does it? Parente is a real player. Doesn't like big matches, though. Yeah, I don't know if you need to like completely dismiss players because of one negative. What's it called? Pro and con. One con. I think you can kind of take the rough with the smooth a bit. What's possible loan left back with the whole Ricardo situation? Yeah. They are. Did he just tell me 3 Argentinian players? No, he's Portuguese. He's half Spanish, so this one would work. In the woodwork. I don't know if he's that good, though. So in a year's time, right back becomes backup left back. Valencia right back backup. Yeah. I see what you mean. Oh, yeah, we did have him at Venezia, didn't we? We did. You're right. I was going to say I recognise that name. We had him on loan for a season. He was quite good for us. By far his best season in football was was under us. He got 9 assists.
Follow me. Okay.
Then he went to Juventus. He's had quite a career, really, hasn't he? We did have Alan Moyer. Right back. Who would he suggest? Daniel Carmo. I like that. He's suggesting a winger. Spanish, he's real, though. Wow, all the Saudi teams in for him. Yeah, imagine that. Guadalupe de Alba. Right back. Can play all the positions. He is also Mexican, though, which doesn't really help us, does it? A real player. Get out my sight exactly. You sound Spanish. 6 foot, though. Spain caps for him. But I don't think he's quite that... He's not that good, is he? Natural inverted wing back. Is he a lefty? Like the guy before? Him. No, he's a right back. Oh, no. That's a different one. This guy? No, he's right-footed, but inverted. Weird. I guess, like, inverted in the way that, like, Trent is, I suppose, will be the thing that's happening there. You're Aaron Connolly, yes. Centre mids, anyone jump out? Chris Rigg. No. This guy, but nah. Who's the other centre-back? We looked at him before, Barisevich. Not for me. Is that a release clause? Does have a release clause. Hello, Philip. Chris Rigg is real, yes.
Phil from resubscribed X58. Hello, Clates Crab.
Hello, Clates Crab. Hello, Philip. Let's do some of those for you. Boom. Thank you very much for that. How many months is that? 58 months. A silly amount of months. Silly amount of months. Any loans? I doubt it. That I want to do anyway. You're Chilean. You're Aaron Connolly. Probably won't be, but free agents. No centre backs. No left backs. No right backs. No. It's not doing anyone now, though, so I need to go back and continue. When's it like doesn't find one person? Hang on, what? Unhappy because I didn't want to leave the club and would prefer to stay. The issue being, though, Pat, is that I can't register you. And no one wants to loan you. Doesn't have sufficient interest in joining them. This is annoying. Look at how good these teams are. Valencia be even more perfect. The issue, Pat, is that you're not Spanish. Is there anything I can say here to help this happen? I can talk him round. Well, we need to talk him round into knowing that he's not Spanish and knowing that he needs to go on loan. I can't find a place in my squad right now, so a loan move would be good for you. I mean, this is true. I simply haven't got the room to accommodate you right now, but change the squad by the time you return will ensure you get your chance here eventually. I mean, should I just be honest and say that? I mean, it's not true that he hasn't really progressed. That's the one I'd use. I'm not falling for that. You just want rid of me. I really don't, though. I really don't. Right, that's gone badly. But now he might want to move. So, sort of might work. Yeah, I just sell you. Loads of people would buy you. I'm trying to loan you, Pat. Why doesn't he understand the complicated registration system? Oh, no. No. No, no, no. We need to bid for Cruz now. Chelsea are buying Cruz. Is that a release clause? No. 30 mil. We need to buy Cruz. Blame La Liga. Agreed. We are going to get stung by some future fees soon, by the way. Have you considered paying it all up front? Chelsea want a left back. I know they have a left back. Do they have a left back? Is in what, Diaz, you mean? We could do a little Diaz swap if you like. It's not even a swap, but you know what I mean? Oh, look. Porto have indicated that they have an interest in signing Medina recently. We can afford it. Just leave once the future fees kick in. Genius. Not my first rodeo, this, is it? We could include Medina here, but Medina, again, I think would be quite good. But again, is another one we just can't register. Where's he gone? Joaquin Medina. On a loan. Can you include a loan? You can. They've already offered a loan for him. Have they? I don't think he's got an offer, has he? No, they haven't made an offer. They made an offer for somebody else. You can be, but they've done the offer. I don't think they did. Porto offered for somebody else. Wrong guy. Yeah, there was somebody else that they bid for. Who was it? Is it this guy? Yeah, it was the centre-back, Benavides. So, we should include that, shouldn't we? That's a good offer. I'll put 10% on for you as well. Niega's very interested in joining Atletico. 213 million. I think that's too much. He could definitely be trained to play left back as well, by the way. And play left wing back, weirdly. Like, do I just go all in on this guy? I don't know if we should. I need to see what about the Ricardo guy first. Oh, look, we get 1.2 million if Andy Shepherd goes somewhere. Oh, he plays for us. Oh, he came through our youth intake. They offered a contract to him. Oh, okay. Didn't even know that happened. Yeah, we can't really, like, you can't really negotiate for that. Where's it gone? Where'd the Niega? There. Can't really negotiate the 213 mil either, can we? They're just holding out for the release clause. This is true. I don't know what he came through our intake, so I don't know. Uh, 213 is quite a lot of money, yeah. I thought that was our guy then. I thought that was the cruise that we were looking at. I was like, oh, he's gone to Cologne. No, Matt Hummels is the FC Köln manager. Fair enough. And Beyondinos has moved to another Greek team. His 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th Greek team, Beyondinos Ultragamios. Did any get sacked? I doubt it. I will check now, though. He's a Greek merchant, he is. No, he's still the manager. Still the manager. Morning, FMFC. Hope you're good, my friend. Welcome in. All right, they've negotiated it. They want way more money. Way more money. How old are all the chat new gens, by the way? Any chance they retire and go into coaching? I mean, not quite, I don't think. But yeah, that will happen.
Follow me. Okay.
What have you added there? Yeah, Zach, at some point we'll continue and do a bit more. I don't want to do too many of them, that's the thing. Yeah, they'll only be 26, 27. Then we started at 16 at the start of the game, so only 27, yeah. There won't be, yeah, not yet. Send Pat Painter there too. I mean, yeah. I'm going to make this bid. Verissimo. I think we should sign this guy. 110 million. Happy to be a squad player, which is actually useful. Medina can go on loan there, which is fine. Ronaldo or Messi coaching anywhere? Messi's a coach at Barcelona, which is quite cool. He's actually he's actually a really good coach. Right, rude. He's actually really good. You do know Medina's rejecting the loan, right? He's loan listed and was on loan last year, so he might do, but he might not. We'll check. Cristiano is retired, I think.
Follow me. Okay.
Yeah, he's just retired. He's not a coach. It would be so close for him to reject it. It would be, yep. There you go. Zach, that's the history. Borderline tonight. Let's make the offer. All right, we've got loan bids. It's fine. It's okay. We've got loan bids. Squad player? That can't be right. He's so good. There's no way this guy goes in there as a squad player. Do we let him go back to Newcastle, by the way? Supporters, our legendary club will disappear. Bordeaux, what do you want me to do about that? Very sad. I don't know how I'm going to help. It is very sad. I feel like it's already happened as well. Where do we send him, chat? Newcastle, where he played a lot of games and developed loads. Villa to join up with. By the way, Villa signed somebody. Henry Mohamed and Babalola. We had this Babalola at Feyenoord. At Feyenoord. We had Henry Mohamed at Anderlecht. And they've also got Cinch still. So, like, we could let him go there and join up with the rest of our former players. Or we let him go back to Newcastle.
Okay.
How much did he play at Newcastle last year? I think a fair bit. 32 games for them. 44 games all comps. Like, it is probably just smart to let him be there, right? That was under Pep as well. They've sacked him since, though. They don't have a manager. There is a spot in their squad there, though, look. Can't see that. With our clear millions in Twitch chat on a Sunday morning, we shall save Bordeaux. I know. It is very sad, though. I'm going to say off you go to Newcastle. Willing to discuss terms. Inter's the worst offer in terms of money that we get. I'm just going to say Newcastle. Because he played there, and I think it makes more sense. Stop drinking San Pellegrino, you might afford a 0.05% stake. I mean, yeah. I'll give you a tenner. I'll give you a tenner if I get a 5% stake. Like Dragon's Den, this, isn't it? I just beat Bayern, who had 9 out of 11 players as my ex-players, the cheapest of whom I sold to them for 105 million. They basically financed my club. That's Marseille for us at this stage. But yeah, that is cool. Daniel Garvin is 27 and he's going to Oxford on a free. Not really worked out for him. Well, to be fair, he played 282 games at Stevenage, so maybe it did work out for him. How crap am I? We'll check. Looks exactly like him. Identical, I'd go as far as saying. The windows need cleaning, yeah. You're playing right back for Plymouth, Leone. And then you're not great. You did play 173 games for Boreham Wood, though. For 165k move to Wrexham. Played it? No, you didn't play. I mean, you got to the championship. I mean, you're playing in the championship now, actually. So there you go. You're a championship player. 316 games in your career. You're doing okay.
Follow me. Okay.
Ah. Ollie's a free agent. Just been released by Cambridge. Not played loads either. You've only played 45 in your career. Found your backup keeper. Get him in on trial. Three appearances in the first 2 seasons, then 44 games in the final season. Did you play 44 games? No. No. Your most in a season is 9. I cannot be happier. Am I still at QPR? I feel like you've been on the move. You are still at QPR though, yeah. 195 games in your career. It's really settled at QPR look in the Championship and scored 16 goals in League One last year, but got promoted. That's about as many appearances you got in previous saves. It actually is, isn't it? It is. At 25, 26, I was special. Why does Kokota look like a Twilight character? Yeah, not sure. Not sure. Right, Ollie's joined the club. He's in on trial. He was so quick to say yes, by the way. So quick to turn around and say yes. Hey, look. You could be a leading La Liga 2 player. Nicky's the best of all of us. I don't think he was. I think there was somebody else. But Nicky's quite good. Ren's pretty good. Nicky's wanted at the moment. Transfer listed. Move back to the Prem, potentially. Ren's got to be up there. Ren is a ridiculous one to search for. Ren's got 26 under 21 caps for England. Tobes gets about a bit. He does, yeah. Striker at Leeds. 27 caps for the United States, also transfer listed. Javier Silva's actually good, yeah. Didn't ever play for, I mean, at Bolton level. Didn't ever play for England, though. Under 19s only. I mean, there's another Beyond, isn't there? We've got 2 Beyond. Beyond and Ultra Gamios and Beyond Ultra Gaming. Beyond's actually good. Playing for Gladbach. Look at that. 20 agility. Diminutive winger. Definitely better than Did Magical have one, or was it just Goffre Magico? Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? I think this guy's going to turn out to be the best one of all of them, though. 5'1" defensive winger, yeah. Yeah, Kiz has one. Oh look, Wolves just made a bid. They're all on my. I've got a short list, haven't I? They are this short list. There they all are. The highest value player is Ren, then Will, then Tobes. Stephen keeps getting linked with the move, but he's just signed. He's gone for 16 million to Brentford. Who's the best by CA? I don't know. I don't know what Nicky made, what Leone made them. I just read Nicky instead there. Nicky being bought by Wolves, look. Tom is also, I mean, we could get Tom a little trial as well. Tom is really struggling. He's played for Oxford and Exeter. Did have a good season before, last season actually. They're all on the same with dynamic potential, yeah. I don't know, we don't really know. Gambling is at New York Red Bulls. Played a bit for Burnley in the Championship. 1.5 million move to New York Red Bulls back in the US. You have one of every position. Yeah. Left mid, right mid. Strikers. Yeah, we do. We could make a team out of it. There's Paddy. Paddy's wanted. Paddy's might get a big move hit. Paddy's quite good. Not got a left winger, really. We've got a left mid, though. Daniel Garvin could play left mid. We play left mid, right mid instead. Also, Reese can play on the left. No, actually, Reese is naturally on the left, look. And quite good. Anyway, we get distracted. Loan bid for Ostavebo. Is there any... Whoa. No optional fee. What did I buy him for? 6 million. Pino, I think I'm selling him, aren't I? Okay. Hansi Flick, seriously, what is it with us? Yeah, oh my god, there's another one. You're right. What is going on? Hansi Flick is obsessed. When's the tick over day? He's even been hurt soon. Okay, good. Right, Tom's on trial as well. Oh, actually, do I need to make some? We haven't had tick over, so I can't make. I haven't even made any friendlies or anything. Start a pre-season, yeah. They're just gonna leave again. Look, it's so pointless. They didn't even get to play. I should. We should bring you back again for 4 weeks and get you to play in some of the pre-season games. I wouldn't say no to just a loan for that Osterwey, but yeah, you might be right. We've gone up in stature. This is good. Was that the tick over or not? No. Oh, PSG loan. Lenny. Lenny wants to loan one of our players. Important player. I feel like we should say yes to this. It's all of his wages and might repair some of the relationship issues. Say no to spite him. Important player as well. I think just for being an important player, he gets really good development that way, doesn't he? We're going to sell this guy for 3.8 million as well. Bank it. We'll use that. What day is the World Cup final? Also, we need to watch out for when Brazil go out of the World Cup, because that's when we might be able to go for reject the Porto offer. What was the Porto offer? Same. What did they promise us in terms of also important player? Yeah, I'm going to reject it. It's an extra 9k a week. I'll reject the Porto one. And he doesn't say no to PSG, does he? Are we? No, still hasn't ticked over. Here we go. Tick over day. Nice. Right, this might change a few things now. Might mean that Ricardo will talk to us as well if we wanted to go for him. Okay. That's fine. Who's this guy? He's good. He's Colombia though. She'll have a lot more options for sure, yeah. Okay. What do I want to check first? First of all, I want to see, am I a more than a favoured personnel? Still favoured personnel, but Sousa's on there now. Don't know if he was before. It might have been, to be honest. Any other players from here? No. Okay, maybe another good season. We might be up from there. Check the World Cup. Yes. World Cup. Brazil are still in it. They play France, though. Tomorrow. Yeah, Wednesday the 12th. So 2 days' time. Brazil might be out of that stage. England are out. England go out in the... They lose in extra time to Belgium. Senegal, Egypt. Yeah, that's wild. That's amazing. Extra... Was that extra time? Yeah, I guess it was. He scored in extra time. The first minute of extra time. Belgium knock out England. Any of our boys from... No. None of our boys from... He plays for Feyenoord. There you go. Here's a question. Go on then. England team looks like this. Williams. Lewis Williams. Jacob Ramsey. Lewis Skelly. George Webster. Weird England team. As you would imagine it would be. Will Bootyman was on the bench. Hess and Tyler. Ramsdale on the bench, yeah. And then a guy called Smith. Elijah Smith. Anyway. Let's see how that one goes. Who was in goal? Yeah, George Smith, I think. Painter on the bench. Oh, was he? Yeah, that's why they lost. That's why they lost. Let's see if... Let's see if Ricardo is interested in us. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy that, Hashman. Good fun. I'm going to do, hopefully, something slightly different, which is sit on a similar ilk for a video that comes out either next week or the week after. So still in the World Cup. He is still in the World Cup. I wonder with the tick over if he might have updated it, but appears not. This guy, by the way, I mean, we could go all out and sign this guy instead. Who he's been like, I really don't like it that his look, but we could sign him. Also quite good. If that Freiburg lad isn't part Polish, I'll be very shocked. Is it Jastrzębski? Is it him? Yeah. He is. Very sus. Yeah, I don't want to say who he looks like. But, you know. He's good though, isn't he? Yeah. I don't think he's half Austrian. Right. Have they updated this in any case? No more than 3. That's a shame. They've not changed the rules specifically for this year. That would have been helpful if they decided to do that. Right, you've gone. Another... wage rises could be quite scary. Not that bad. Yeah, he looks like Ralph Rangnick. That's what I was going for. I think there's actually not that many of our big players that have increased on here, which is useful. Yuri Seller's gone up. Quite big wages now. Right, let's get to this Wednesday and see if Brazil go out, and then that might... Oh my God, what? A lower back stress fracture. He's out for 2 and a bit months. We'll send him to a specialist. That's not great news. How has he done that? Lifting weights. Newcastle have just brought in Tedesco as manager. Let's hope he fancies Pat Painter in his midfield. You had one of those, did you? Sounds horrible. Was it horrible? His wages that he wants have gone up. Niega. It was, yeah. This guy needs to stay on the... He's a great player. Again, one that we almost signed. But there's a midfielder that we should sign, but way too much money. Yeah, one day of pre-season, we've got ourselves an injury. I actually need to do... Oh, look, get more money for this Andy Shepherd. We actually need to get some friendlies in. We haven't got any booked. So, let's do multiple. Let's do Wednesday, Sundays. And let's play... Will Real Madrid play us in a friendly? We get quite good. Got £1 million for that. £1 million. Quite nice having them as a nearby team, isn't it? We haven't really got any, like... A Lons. That must be a different Lons. It is. FC Lons in Switzerland. That Real Madrid friendly would be tomorrow. Right, innit? Just saying if Real Madrid accept I can play in it. Yeah, that's right. That's quite a... Real Madrid, do you want to play a game tomorrow? Yeah. Not sure it's going to happen. Right, let's play Almeria. Let's play... Anyone else with a bit of a link? You like to get the links in, don't you? Any of our former teams want to play? They're not popping up on here. Play Real Madrid's B team as well. One day schedules are tight. Yeah. The Worms want to play. I'm not sure. What good money. We're going to make 2 million, 2.2 mil from those 4 if they get done. Right, let's try and do some ones of some silly ones. Let's see if... Is it just Greece on here or something? In fact, that's probably easier to do. How do I... Worms. Worms. It's likely they'll consider it too far to travel. We'll go to you then. We'll go see if we can play Worms. Let's... Who else we want to play? Got to go and play Feyenoord. Might come back with some of their players. Oh, they'll come here. Nice. We're losing money on that, but, you know, we'll play Worcester. If we get to play Cadbury now, it will be a dream come true. And when do we start the league? Okay, that's getting quite close to our league campaign there. That's who we're going to play. What a pre-season tour that is. From Real Madrid to Cadbury. Yes, they've all said yes. Worms. We're going to Worms. We're going to Worcester and then Cadbury. We're just probably going to stay around there, aren't we? Love it. Valencia's going to go to Crystal Palace and be a regular starter. Nice. No Hereford, not this time. Might do a mid-season one. A warm weather training camp. Oh yeah, put you in the... who else did I bring in? Tom. Painter is going... This is a real shame, but Painter is going to go to Newcastle again. I don't love the squad player thing, but I feel like it's he's surely good enough that he's going to play anyway, right? Surely. He's so good that he will have to play. We're going to loan him out for another season, then next year is our year for him. Let's see if I can talk him round. There you go. He's happy now. Right. That allows us to do all of our registration. We do need to sign a centre mid, though. We need to sign some players. What's happening with Cruz? Is that happening? Did they accept the bid for... It's only us in now. Okay. We just need Medina to actually say yes to that, don't we, really? He's so confused when you and Tom are just playing. Who are these two? Right. And I'm a sinner. Kat was like, do you need anything from Asden? I've tried to write squash, but I wrote swish. He plays for us, doesn't he? Why can't I... Why can't I reject this? I don't want to accept that. I want to keep Adolfo Pereira. He's out of contract. Contract's expired. Got a contract until 2038. He doesn't have a release clause. It's a youth contract. I guess it's just a youth contract. He's 15. Should I offer him a new contract? He wants 20k a week. He's actually quite good. 22k. If PSG are trying to sign him, though, he must be amazing.
Follow me. Okay.
Appearance fees. If you play, you get bank. Maybe he's our new left back. Not yet, he's not, but I'm assuming he will be quite good in the future. Nah, I don't think so. Otherwise, it would say that. Like it would say who's dealing with it, I think. I think it must just be... This must be £2.5 million... what's it called? Compensation. A bit like the 1.2 we were getting for that other player. And I'm a sinner. All right, Bruno Cruz, that's good. Yeah, no, I was going to go until 12 magical, but it is now 12 and I haven't really done anything, so we're going to go a little bit longer. It's not even that short of a stream. We've beaten them. Did you play? Did you play? You played 66 minutes, Ollie, in a win against Real Madrid. Sosa scored a hat-trick. Right, he's back then, hopefully. Oh, yeah, Brazil, we need to check him, don't we? Tom got subbed after 66 as well. You got to the hour mark. That is quite funny. That is a real quiz question. Give him the contract. I mean, we could give him a contract. He is non-EU, though. I'm not using one of our non-EU spots on Ollie. I mean, could we just make you... No. No. If you're about to retire, we will, but no. Only conceded one. He did. Another injury. That's great. Benavides is going to go to PSG. So, Lenny, can we be friends now? I've just let you loan one of our players. Forever a trialist. Now that's what I can work with. I can work with that. Where is he? Where's the music gone? Where is playing? You'll take the brown envelopes, yeah. I have to wait for your trial to end before I can give you a new trial. We do have some salon fees to sell as well. 45k. 170k. Oh no, we want outs. No, we want ins. We want ins. 6 million. Is he was wanted before this guy? Is he still wanted? No, he's injured. He's not going anywhere. He's actually quite good though. He's broke his ankle, which is a real shame because he was linked to a move and he's worth about 30 million and we get 30% of that. Do we just take the 6 mil? He's out for a while. I feel like we'd probably just take the 6 mil because 6 mil is good money. I'm going to do it. We're going to take 6 mil. Because if you went for 30 mil, it would have been 10 mil. But that might not go down. That might go down. In theory, if you trial Ollie every 4 weeks, does he eventually get EU nationality? But yeah, maybe. Up to 244 mil. Does it say that he's gaining... Yeah, he's got 5 days. Oh my God. He needs 10 years. He does, but he's got to be here for 10 years. We'd have to trial him for 10 years. And then we can buy him. By that point, he's 37. 36. That's a prison stretch, exactly. Right, there we go. New video idea. Yeah. World Cup. The World Cup. Brazil went through. They've got Egypt. Egypt are in the semi-finals. That's wild. I love it. They beat Senegal 1-0. Netherlands beat Italy. Norway beat Belgium. Norway are also in the semi-finals. Norway. I sentence you to 10 years of Atletico Madrid. That's only 160 odd consecutive 4-week trials. Egypt have a good centre-back. Is it Arab? Or was he not Egyptian? Oh yeah, this Mosen. Yeah, I remember. He's really good. Go on, Mosen. Oh yeah, Kenneth Rugland getting Norway through. Yeah, this guy we should consider. He's very good. Yeah, they did. They did get the England run. Right, what's going on with somehow gets the job done. Yeah, they beat France 2-0. What's going on with this Bruno deal then? Bruno Cruz. I don't Ollie, he's done ya. I don't think it is worth offering him a contract. What does Colo think? Colo also. He has no comments to make. I can't give you a new trial until your trial finishes, can I? We have to leave and then come back. Does it need to be consecutive days to get it as well? Is that the lad who's just gone to Palace, isn't it? Adi Riyadh. Oh yeah, I don't think you're worth a contract. He's straight back at him. Straight back at him. Right, so Shepherd has gone to Liverpool. We get 1.2 million for that. I don't think he's going to be that good anyway. What? Maybe he is. Look at his transfer value. We're never going to see him turn out to be really good, though. Okay, Cruz is joining. 16 million spent on a backup left back. Happy to be a squad player. We'll take it. How long are we going for? Not that much longer, to be completely honest. Can I bring down his happiness now? I can do impact sub anyway without impacting him. Let's make him an impact sub. Get you training as a wing back on the left. Support. It is. And get you registered. Happy days. We can register you as well. Why not? Register you for now. He's just signed for them. It's always inflated. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's all good. Don't need to give you a number right this second, do we? We can get you welcomed, though. Right, so new left back backup. Wonder Kid. That's decent. I think that's good. That could go straight onto here. That's left back pretty much sorted, I think. Right back now, though. He's still not interested. They're still in the World Cup, aren't they? So we need to see. Left centre back, right back, centre mid. The centre mid, there is always the idea that we could just be sensible and bring Godelat back. 30 million. Provide competition for places. Like, we don't need to go outrageous because we do have really good centre mids. We could just be sensible and bring the boy that we loaned last year back to the club. We like him. I like him because he played a role in the end of that amazing season. And then that means we can focus on the centre back and the right backs. Could you just loan someone? Could I just loan him again? Want them to be tested in a new environment, but if we give them a optional future fee, then maybe. It's a shame because he was a good, like, we loaned him last year. Could just loan a centre mid. Let me just see which centre mids. Or is there like a cheap one? We haven't really looked at centre mids, have we? I didn't really have loads on my shortlist either, did I? I'll come back to that. Did I have any on my shortlist? I didn't look at some of these. Oh, by the way, I do like the idea. There's this guy that I found who's a Spanish 17-year-old called Texas. Bless you. He sounds like a sneeze, but looks pretty good for a 17-year-old, doesn't he? Physical's really annoyingly low, but everything else, that can develop as well because he's 17. I like the idea of signing him because he's Spanish and will become homegrown. But he's 17, so would we want to waste money on him if we're not gonna stick around here? Where does he play? Yeah, I'm not really sure. What don't you need? Yeah, this is true. But for future. And then this guy as well. I think we discovered this guy must have really big potential based on this. Again, another one. We don't need him, but he's Spanish. So if we do need Spanish players, keep it in mind. The other one, then maybe we look at Wansile. Could be a sensible midfielder. Could we loan Wansile? No. Yeah, I didn't really find any, basically. Let's have a look on here. Jesus, that's not centre mids. It said or rather than and. Tuccio. Doronzo's ours, isn't he? Yeah. Is this guy cheap? Do you remember we looked at this guy? We almost signed him. Him and Doronza. Perfectionist elite midfielder. He's not cheap. He's 84 mil, but that is a release clause. I don't think we can afford that, can we? Enjoy grunge. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Any of these cheap? No. Piazza? I like him. Temperamental. Work rate's a bit low. Tackling is low. Only 19 though. I keep looking at this Padjes guy. He's so good, but not for sale. Sandamas. Oh, this guy's Spanish and requested to leave. Very round head, Javier. What about a loan? First team commitments again. They don't want to loan me any of them, which is absolutely fair enough. Oh, this Wesley's... Oh, yeah, this Wesley. Do you remember him? He's listed. We might actually be able to loan Wesley. Transfer listed 52 million. He was on loan at Palace, so we couldn't get him last year. But if we could loan him, that would make loads of sense. Yeah, look. Mandatory they want it to be, though. We'd have to pay all of his massive wages, but for a year, if I could make this optional, this might happen. We could do this. Oh, nationalities. I think he was fine. Portuguese? Yeah. We need to make it optional, though, because I don't think we want to buy him, do we? It would cost us 16 million. $16 million for a year, then Pat Painter comes back, and we know that this guy's quite good. Is a massive amount of wages. I don't know if I'm going to do this yet, but I think that's an option. I don't know how good is he actually. Let's offer it, because we can always cancel it, can't we? Is massive wages. I don't think there's many better options because he's the one who's actually transfer listed. Johnny? You just show him again, yeah. Really, really good physicals. Again, can't really tackle. What was average ratings like at Inter? He was good in the Premier League last year. Is he worth 275k a week? And 16 million? Well, 60 million includes the wages as well, doesn't it? Not sure. Does solve that issue though and gives us, what was that, 16 million off that. Gives us 200 million to go and spend on the right back and the centre back. Yeah, he is maybe more attacking. I quite like him as like a CM attack type player, but yeah, maybe He doesn't really have the attributes for this, that necessarily. I do like a mobile midfielder, though. What about central midfielder support? Teamwork and work rate's a bit low. Yeah, I'm not sure he's the perfect. Let me just look, actually. Is there a loan that gets suggested here? Just Alex Hall. Surely he wouldn't be able to be... We couldn't register him. I think loan CM is the right idea. That then you can splash on the right back. Ricardo, yeah. Any of these centre mids? You are, yeah. Worst trainer of the week. Did you get worst trainer of the week? Go on, Ollie. That's funny. Not even that bad. It's 6.9. It's not that bad. I bet this guy's so good. 10 million. He's actually quite old. Well, not old. He's 23. You really don't want that contract, no. Dylan Brett, are you English? Irish? Is Irish... Can we get Irish players? He's not that good. I don't want to. Not really, Trellman, no. 23 years old. Depression hits. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Irish is fine. Remember this guy? Told you he was going to be good. I'm just looking for other midfielders on this list, really. You can, okay. Can you let me loan him? Could you do 10 million and loan back? What, on the 23-year-old? Yeah, for sure we could. Is that a release clause? It's a release clause as well. Just so that we own him. I mean, he might be amazing. Can we do it? We could do 2-year loan back. Nah, that'd be silly, wouldn't it? I don't know why I said 0% there. Probably should have got some wages, but... Oh, God, I definitely should have got some wages. Inflated star ratings, however, definitely got ability yet. He wants quite a lot of wages. I feel like we could sell him for a massive amount. We do have money. Let's see if we can do that. We'll give you appearance fees instead. $79k. I do feel like we can get a lot of money out of him. One of those 10 million could easily turn into 80 million. Oh, Ollie's gone back. We need to... There he goes. Ollie, would you like to come back for another trial? This time for 4 weeks. Let's see. Yes, you do. Straight up. Right, do you want to play in goal against Almeria? Tom's not going to be here, is he? Tomorrow. It would be funny if he just said no. That would have been good. All right. All right, chat. I think they've rejected our loan bid. He's already played 90 minutes in a friendly. This is a good sign. Sign that he's actually going to play. This is good. Let's just try again for Godalat. Still no. All right. We could just sign him for 30 mil, though, is the other thing. I think we'll have a think about it. And we'll be back soon with some more of this. I'll do some more of these transfer stuff, but it's been fun. Sorry, it's a little bit of a shorter stream, but I think we'll leave it there for today. I've got all sorts I need to go and actually do today. So thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate you being here. Definitely a video out on Tuesday. Hopefully one for Thursday as well. That's what I'm working on this week, as well as wedding stuff. Basically, getting married next week. So there's quite a lot to do. But thank you for hanging out. It's been fun. Have a lovely rest of your Sundays. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. And I'll catch you very soon. See you later. Bye-bye. Wave. Bye. Bye, everyone. See you later. Bye, everyone. Bye.